Welcome to Lesson 7 in Unit 15, Guardians of the Garden. In this lesson, students will work to answer the question, which solution do you think works best to protect plants from frost? In this lesson, students continue the engineering design cycle. They build and test a prototype of their solution, collect data, and compare results. Students figure out solutions need to be tested to see how well they work, and that data can be collected to determine if they work as intended. Communication and revision of ideas can help improve them. Students make connections to the storyline by making a claim about how well the solution protects plants from frost damage. This is the final lesson in the unit. There are several opportunities for ELA cross-curricular connections throughout the lesson. You can look for specific standard connections in the Unit 15 teacher guide. This lesson will take approximately 5 to 6 days to complete. To begin the engage portion, you'll remind students of the engineering design cycle and their progress toward solving the problem of protecting plants from frost damage. You'll ask students about the next step, constructing and testing a prototype. You'll give engineering teams the materials they need to build their prototype and encourage them to use the model they drew in the Protecting from Frost Design student journal page. This is a good opportunity to post the prototype vocabulary card. Each team will have a cup of beet seedlings to use in tests. You'll provide them with the materials to set up and conduct the test. See the provided teacher tutorial for the detailed setup instructions and student work samples. After the time of frost is finished, you'll have students make and record observations in the Protecting from Frost Design student journal page. You'll have student design teams evaluate their results and answer the questions in the Protecting from Frost Design student journal page as well. For the explain portion, you'll refer back to the engineering design cycle and ask students about the last 2 steps, to communicate and redesign. You'll invite students to gather and share their findings from the frost solution testing. Use the provided questions to guide your discussion around the question, which solution do you think works best to protect plants from frost? The goal of this class discussion is for teams to share what worked in their solution and to hear about other teams' experiences. For the elaborate portion, you'll encourage engineering teams to provide peer feedback to each other on their prototypes. You'll provide peer feedback tents for students to use and have student groups use the peer feedback to consider how they might improve and redesign their solution in the Protecting from Frost Design student journal page. For the evaluate portion of the lesson, you'll discuss why engineers test many solutions to a problem in order to find the best possible solution, as well as the solution from the class that was the most effective in protecting plants from frost. Students will make a claim in the Protecting from Frost Design student journal page about how well their solution protected the plants from frost and why. You can then assess the entire engineering packet using the rubric linked in the assessment tracker. To support student sense-making across the unit, orient them back to the driving question board. Ask, did we answer any of the questions on our driving question board? Are there any questions we haven't answered? Try to wrap up any final questions on the driving question board before the end of the unit. Have students complete the Section 3 summative assessment. By the end of this lesson, students will have built and tested frost solutions, evaluated and communicated results from frost solution testing to determine how well they work, and made a claim about how well the solution reduces the impact of frost. For the optional extend, you can have the student groups create an advertisement for their frost protection solution. For more information about this unit, visit myscipartners.com.